Hi everyone and welcome to another episode of Campfire Conversations. We're here in the beautiful home of the people from Nature's Theatre. We have Jeff Falyn, Lyndsay Dawkins and their daughter Sky Dawkins, and we're here to talk to them today about storytelling and its connection with helping children connect with nature. So welcome and thank you for joining us.
Thank you. It's so fun to have you guys.
Yeah.
They're playful. Playful's good.
Playful is good.
Yeah.
And we've done a lot of storytelling actually while we've been here, and we love...
Shocker.
Yes, unbelievable, isn't it? We love the work that you guys do with children in making that connection between storytelling and building characters and capturing their energy and their enthusiasm and then connecting that with nature.
Yeah. It's actually, I have to say, pretty magical when you can combine kids with nature, and then when you bring stories into that mix, it does something, and I believe we retain things on an emotional level. And I think one of the things that stories does is it opens up the emotions. And so instead of coming out to a place where maybe they haven't spent a lot of time outdoors and maybe they're a little afraid, you know, and gosh, you start with the stories and they're on a new path. The train of the emotions goes into something, you know, full of joy and magic and wonder and what's going to happen next and excitement.
Yep.
Right,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So stories are pretty important for you, we were talking about earlier, Sky.
I love stories so much. It's awesome.
So do stories help you connect with nature?
Yes, like sometimes I go outside and then I pretend that I'm a character and I just like outside in nature I make a little house that I live in and then I have a market that I go shop at or something like that. It's really fun.
Awesome. And you can see that joy in your face and it lightens us up, doesn't it, storytelling?
Yeah.
I actually feel a little bit like a storyteller in this chair right now.
I know.
I could be capturing an
I'm just
audience.
waiting for your beard to start growing and little sparkles to happen all around you.
Yes.
And rocking and then put us to sleep.
And then we'll kind of be hypnotized. I'll do anything you say, Daniel. You came here and hypnotized us. But
I
we
think
were
it's interesting you mentioned that the dual purpose of storytelling, that it can be used as an opportunity to send children or adults off to sleep, but also to energize. So,
yes.
so Jeff, you're working on a script at the moment.
We've been commissioned to write a story with sort of an environmental theme. So we're talking about air quality. So we're going to be using story to teach kids in primary school and middle school here in where we live in Northern California. And we're going to be using a story to sort of teach them about the environment and ways that they can not pollute the air.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's his personal transformation. It's interesting because our new show that we're writing now, there is a character that goes through this evolution, this development, character development, where she has to develop her confidence and her own voice. She has to listen to her own voice. So we have her interacting with an inner voice inside of herself, and how to sort of get that out in the world where she can feel confident and have a voice and make a difference. I mean, what Lyndsay was saying about teenagers have a voice. I mean, all kids have voices. It's important for us as grown-ups to allow the kids to have that voice and to be heard. And so we try to empower them to find their voice and to be heard.
Yeah.
Because they have great things to say. They have to be listened to.
You know, and then going back into the outdoors again, we were finding when teachers were sending us feedback, things like this. A teacher would say, "You're not going to believe what two of my boys in my class did after they saw your show. They went out into the playground, they picked up all the trash in the entire playground during recess and brought it all back in. And after they did that, they inspired other kids to do it." So when you can create this sense of caretaker for the planet, you're connecting them to the planet. And then suddenly these are people that are going to actually, when they come into power, they're going to look at this natural, beautiful world that we have, and they're going to see this as an important thing. And also, I think story does something. You know, we've all been talking about this a bit while you've been here, about how kids have been so reined in. Yes. Don't climb a tree. Don't touch that. That's a natural thing. You might, get a splinter. Or, and there's something about story where you can go wild. You can be unbridled in a story. You can let your imagination fly.
I do that.
Yes, you do. And so to give kids places and ways that they are not bound by all these rules and bound by, don't do this, don't do that, memorize this, be this. Suddenly they have this place where what's inside of them can have some wings.
And I think I love the fact that storytelling and nature does that. It provides places where children can be free and can be in their own created worlds as well. So when we bring those two things together, it's even more powerful to help them gain empowerment, fall in love with the earth and nature, and do all of those things we've just been talking about.
Yeah. So these stories, you take them into your memory and you live with them. Yeah. So you're living with nature then. You can access nature from anywhere if you have that story that you can hold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
Trudy and I are definitely holding this story and this adventure in us, and we'll take this on and share this with the world, hopefully. So thank you so much for your time and your generosity.
Okay, yeah.
No, thank you for
Bye,
having us.
everyone.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.
Happy stories.
Yay.